Ashlyn Ray. I am back. That's Ashlyn motherfucking Ray. Get it right. Hey. So I know I've been gone for a little bit, but your girl was going through some things. We had to get everything together so that I can give you guys my best energy and my full on attention. If you are new here and you stumbled across this channel, hey, welcome, subscribe, hit those notification buttons. I will keep you entertained and informed. And if you have been here the entire time, thank you for your support. We finally broke 400 subscribers, so I'm stupid happy about that. So in this video, I just wanted to get right to the seriousness because we are in the last quarter of 2020. And one of the ways that I stay really productive and get everything going for myself is I plan my year per quarter. So I have like these big major goals that I'll plan for the whole year. And then I have to break that down into goals that I can actually like digest, right? So in this particular video, I really want to talk about, y'all know I love to look fly. I love to look good. This is my new, I couldn't wait to wear this shirt, y'all. I can't wait somebody take me on a date so I can wear this. I want to wear this outside. But I like to look fly, but you're not going to be fly or cute if your bank account not cute. You dig what I'm saying? So it's real cute to be all got this and that and your details and your car lit and your shoes fly and all that. But I mean, if the car break down, can you pay for it? You know, are you leveraging the money that you're already making? Because yeah, we all got jobs, right? I know I work a 9-to-5 shit. Really, it's like a 10-hour day job. My job is highly demanding. However, I don't want to be doing that till I die. And I know you don't want to work till you die. And I know you want to take more trips and you want to buy more nice things and get your dream home and your dream car and have money for your kids or your nieces and your nephews. In my case, you have other things you want to do. You might want to start a business. You might want to support other businesses, but you don't have the extra funds to do that. So how can you do that? Well, you can get a second job. I don't really go for that one. Or you can take the money that you are already making and use that to leverage, okay? Now, I don't even want to get into how we're going to leverage it. I mean, I'll give you some examples of things that I do towards the end of this video. But what I really want to focus on is how to get that first lump sum of money to do something with. Now, I do want to add, if you don't have an emergency fund, and I'm just using this by the Dave Ramsey, Susie Orman type old school philosophy. This is what I kind of live by. Your initial emergency fund should be $1,000. So honestly, that's not even enough. That's literally just like, ooh, if the car breaks down or something emergent comes up, because it is an emergency fund. But it's not like oh, if I get laid off, I can pay my bills kind of fund, right? So you want to like build up to that. But I do think that before you start taking your money, investing in other things, it's just my opinion. Other people are bigger risk takers. I don't like to be broke. I don't like to be poor. Can't stand it. Been there, done that. Never do it again. Fuck it. I'd rather die. Like seriously. So what I like to do is, you know, have that to the side. So I personally, like 3 to 6 months, a year ideally is what I would like to have in my bank account so that it covers if I didn't work for a year. Okay. But right off the bat, $1,000 emergent fund, I would say, is the safe route. That way, like I said, if your car breaks down, you have an emergency that comes up, you know, something breaks in your home, something your kids need, whatever, you've got that. All right. So let's talk about how to save that first $1,000. Now, if you can afford to do more than that, please, by all means, do so. My personal goal, I've been on a bit of a shopping spree since my birthday. It's probably right before my birthday. I think I've been shopping for like 3 months, y'all. My birthday was a month ago, but I was shopping like the month before the month. It's a lot. I've been spending, okay? And it's out of control. So I'm at the point now that, and don't worry, I'm still gonna come up with my haul videos and everything because I've worked out all into my budget. Look at me budgeting. I'm so proud of myself. But you know, if you want to do more, that's fine. My personal goal, my minimum goal is I want to have an additional $5,000 in my savings account by the end of the year, which is just 90 days away. But my stretch goal, which is like a goal that like if you really do everything right, that's what the stretch goal is. My stretch goal is $8,000 additional in my savings account by the end of the year. By the end of the year. That was nasty. I just had tacos. So, with that being said, that means obviously I'm going to have to move around some things or make more money. So In the coming video, in another video, I'm going to actually go over ways to make extra money, side hustles, internet money, and stuff like that. All of my money I make extra comes from the internet. So I will share those things with you in the next video. Let's talk about this $1,000. So if you're looking at me like, bitch, I ain't even paid my cell phone bill. I'm on a payment plan with my light bill. How the fuck am I supposed to save $1,000? And it is a pandemic. We gonna save $1,000 in the pandemic? Yes, we are. We're gonna save $1,000 in the pandemic. So, it's roughly $75 a week, okay? Now, it's $75 that you're gonna take from your paycheck and you're gonna put to the side, unless you got another side hustle that you can take that from, okay? Realistically, you can't save yourself to wealth, okay? This is literally just making sure that you don't find yourself out back. So, realistically, I want you to have a side hustle that you get this extra money for, that you're saving and investing into other stuff. But we all got to start somewhere, right? So if you're not making money on the side, then taking that money from your paycheck is going to have to do. Now, if you don't save $1,000 by the end of the 12 weeks, the 90 days, not a big deal, because $500 is still more than $0 saved, correct? So my goal is that if you have your emergent fund, and then you saved $1,000, I can then tell you what kind of investments you can do with the $1,000. So $1,000 isn't like a whole lot of money. Actually, we could probably blow $1,000 in a couple of hours. But when it's used in a way that leverages you not having to work to create more income, it's great. So generally that's gonna be with stocks, right? Unless you can get into some type of group lending or something like that, it's just generally gonna be stocks. And I know you're like, okay, well, I don't know shit about stocks. Well, guess what? I didn't either. I learned about it as I went along. I'm going to suggest some apps that I use, how I started to invest and how I started to grow my investment funds. So, the $1,000, let's get back to that, right? So it would take you a year if you save $38, I believe it is $38 a week. Am I saying this right? No, I think that's for my own shit. We're gonna have to cut that one out, okay? So the goal is to save $75 every week, right? Because that'll be 75, 150, 300 by the end of the first month, 600 by the end of the second month, 900 by the end of the third month. So you'll be at 900. So really we probably need to save about $80 to $85 a week, okay? So how can we do that? Well, the first thing you need to do is go through your list of expenses and look at everything that you spend money on. So we've only got a couple of days left in the month. What I would suggest is if you just go through your bank account, all of us do mobile banking now, so it should be no problem for you to open up your mobile app and look at all the things you spent the money on, okay? Now, if you've got 12 streaming subscriptions, or you've got, like I know I have an Ipsy subscription, I have a perfume subscription, I have, all those kinds of things. If you could do without those, that stuff adds up. My foundation subscription is like $45 a month, and then my Ipsy one is like $30, and shit, that's $75 right there. So look around and look what you're spending your money on. How much are you eating out? Is there another way for you to recreate those eating out moments? I mean, it's a pandemic anyway, girl. You need to be eating at home, honey. You need to be in the kitchen cooking up something menses. You need to be figuring out a new recipe to cook for the new boo, for your pandemic boo. Like, just stay in the house, find some other way to put your money. For me, drinking, do say it's $64 a fifth. That is a big one for me to cut down on, right? $64, if I buy one of those a week, that is my $75, right? Just add a 10 or $15 to it, and that is my money for the week. So I need you to write down all of your expenses. And what I totally forgot to share with you guys in the Stacktober video is how to budget out your paycheck. I totally forgot this major step. Sorry, but here I am now. So what you'll want to do is allocate every single penny of your paycheck. What I've noticed from my own experience and from my homegirls is that if you leave a few dollars out there, you are going to spend the dollars. So if you leave yourself $50 randomly out there, guess what you're going to do? You're going to frivolously spend the $50. And it's fine if you allocate that $50 to your sneaker fund or your game fund or your clothing fund or your food fund. That is totally fine, but it needs to be allocated, or else you will lose the money and you won't know where it went. You won't know how to account for it, or to know where you need to pull in your purse strings, or where you can afford to like let it loose. I don't know what the fuck is going on today with this. So with that being said, If you make the same amount of money every 2 weeks, this is very easy for you to do. If you do overtime, try to monitor whatever your base is and then just designate anything extra to go wherever you need that to be, whether that's savings or paying off some debt or whatever the case may be. But go through and allocate every single thing. Write down every single bill, everything, every subscription, any anticipated bills or upcoming expenses you'll have to pay, your fun stuff, and your savings. Allocate everything. And then you can move the money around as you need to, and you won't have money just floating around. So that's really important when you're going through and looking at your expenses. Yes, look at your expenses, but also designate every dollar to one of the expenses. And when I say expenses, I literally mean rather that's savings or shopping or the cable bill, right? So just designate that to everyone. So that's how you're going to actually portion out your paycheck, okay? Now, I personally just transfer mine to my savings account because I like to open up my mobile app and I like to see exactly how much money I have in my account because I want to watch those numbers grow, okay? Now, if you're a person who you're going to transfer the money from your savings account to your checking account right quick, then don't put it in your bank account. Put it either in a separate bank. I know these days, a lot of people have more than one financial institution. I know I have 2 or 3. So move it to another account if you need to do that, or physically take the money out and put it somewhere in your home where it's going to be adding up. You're not going to have it in your pocket while you're out and about so that you can spend the money. So those are just my quick suggestions on how to find the money and then how to save the money. Now, ideally, we want to go on a no spending spree from now until the end of the year. Now, I know Christmas is coming. You got gifts to buy and all that. I get it. We're going to budget those things in, but I really want you to stretch yourself to see how much can you really put away? Because I don't know about y'all, but when I go shopping, it'd be like 1 for you, 2 for me, 1 for you, 1 for me, 1 for you, 3 for me. Like, you know what I mean? So my, $1,000 shopping bill might end up being 5 because I'm greedy. So those are just little things to watch for. If you already know that you're going to get the PS5 when it comes out, has it come out yet? Am I late? I don't know. But like budget for all that stuff. Again, if you don't make the $1,000 goal, $500 is still better than nothing. Shit, $300 is better than nothing. There are so many of us who literally have nothing that we can fall back on. If one emergency happened, bitch, we is late. We done. Dead. Flat screen. Hang that shit up. So I just want to put us in a position where we are getting used to taking money and putting it to the side. And if it's something you already do, kudos, bitch. Help us support the community, okay? Put some comments in the junk and support your fellow, subscribers. So, dang, our community need a name, y'all. Don't worry, I'm gonna get it lit. Don't worry, I'm gonna get it lit. So, yeah. Tell us what your tips are. If you're already doing this, if you're already an avid saver, tell us and share with us how you do it. Now, the goal, like I said, is to get that first $1,000 for your emergent savings, and then we will move on to the next $1,000, and that next $1,000 will be what I would be suggesting for you to start investing in. Even if you didn't want to wait until you got the second $1,000, you can get the first 1,000, put 500 into investing, and then keep the 500 in your savings account. You just need to have something, guys. You need to have some type of peace of mind that if something goes wrong, you can make it. You can figure it out. So we are calling this Stacktober. Okay, Stacktober. So my goal is $5,000 for the next 90 days. 8,000 is my stretch goal. Please share in the comments what your goal is going to be. Are you doing the $1,000 challenge, or do you have something else set for yourself that you want to do? I'm very excited to hear about this. I will keep you guys posted as we go on. I think maybe at the end of each month, I'll do a video on where I'm at on my goal, and then we can talk about where you're at on your goal, and then what to do next. So it's Stacktober, y'all. It ain't cute to be fly with no bank account that's on 0, all right? We need to be fly from the inside out, okay? One thing that I am so passionate and dedicated about is upgrading your life as a whole. So not just how you look and how you appear, but how you think, your physical, your mental. All of that is a package, and it all needs to be get together. You can't be flying around here like, you know what I'm saying, everything's sweet, and you all broke down. Like, you really need to be a whole package. You need to be a whole person. And I love luxury. I love nice things. Y'all know I do. I like the nice things in life, but I want my whole life to be nice. So not just how I appear, but you know, how I think on a daily basis and how I present myself to other people. So that is what we're gonna be focusing on. We are gonna be upgrading and up leveling, and we're just gonna do that from here on out. So I can't wait to hear about, you know, you guys saving and how you're doing and what you're cutting out, what you're, and you know what's really cool? When we're not spending money, we can find other creative things to do. So like me, I can finally finish the rest of my fucking rose wall. Look at that, because I won't be online shopping. So anyways, I'm getting off here. I'm starting to ramble. Drop in the comments your goal, how you're gonna save, and if you're already doing it, share your tips with us. We are really excited about this. Okay, talk to you later. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button.